Intent Media, and today I'm here to talk to you about using the interview to get the job. Having been involved in thousands of interviews as a candidate, recruiter, and hiring manager, I've seen and experienced many common mistakes. And these mistakes can often be costly. They may allow other candidates to get ahead of you, or even worse, they may stop you getting to the offer stage and ultimately getting the job. There are a lot of different elements that make up the interview process. Today, let's spend some time talking about interview preparation, research techniques, phone and video screens, meeting people on site, handling rejection, and of course, getting an offer. You've received the great news that you're getting an interview. Congratulations. You should ask the following questions so that you're prepared for the interview process, such as how long it takes from start to finish, how many interviews you should expect. Are these virtual phone or video interviews, or will you be on site? Who will you be interviewing with? How many candidates are they expecting to interview? And when are they expecting to make a hiring decision? Many companies will have multiple stage interviews with different stakeholders. If you're applying to an early stage startup, you'll likely visit the founders and co-workers. Other companies will be more established, and you may meet recruiters, hiring managers, and other employees who you'll work with. Take some time to think about how these people interact in an organization and what questions they will have for you. If you're meeting a founder, understanding if they are technical or non-technical in experience will allow you to adjust your preparation. If you're meeting someone who would be your co-worker, you could ask them about how they would interact with this position they're hiring for. If you're applying for a software engineering position, for example, make sure you're familiar with any algorithmic problems the company may ask you. Brush up on your core CS skills and practice explaining your answers out loud as you're writing them down so the interviewer can understand your approach and logic. Also, it's a really great idea to role-play different interview scenarios with a friend or family member. Build out a list of questions you'll likely encounter from the interview team. Some general questions may include, so what do you know about the company you're applying to? Why do you want to work here? Why are you looking to leave your current position? And tell me about a professional achievement you're particularly proud of. If you don't know something, say so, rather than making up an answer. Ask the interviewers for their solution. It not only helps you gain knowledge, but also shows your enthusiasm to learn. Right, now research techniques. Of course, all of this preparation won't be useful if you haven't done any research on the company you're interviewing at or the people you're meeting with. Do your research and give answers that are based on data. Use Google Alerts to keep you up to date on relevant information as it relates to your search. On the day of the interview, check the company website and search Google News to see if there have been any noteworthy press releases or news stories. These can form great talking points with interviewers and show them you're up to date and interested in working there. Phone and video screens. More often than not, your first interview with an organization will be over the phone or via Skype or Google Hangout. Make sure you have a quiet environment and won't be interrupted during your call. Walking outside on a lunch break, having dogs barking in the background, or nosy co-workers working out what you're up to isn't good. And charge your phone, laptop, and make sure that you have working equipment. Disconnecting halfway through the call due to a lack of power isn't a good look. Meeting people on site. Depending on the position you're being considered for, you'll eventually end up at the company headquarters or hiring location. Make sure you allow plenty of time to get there and adjust for weather or traveling to unfamiliar neighborhoods. If you're early, hang out in a coffee shop nearby rather than arrive 30 minutes ahead of schedule. Ask ahead of time about company dress etiquette. Is it corporate casual or business dress? It's also a great idea to send a thank you note to the people you have met the day after your interviews. It displays great communication and empathy. Ask for business cards throughout your meetings or seek the help of your recruiter or founder to get the necessary email addresses. Snail mail thank you notes, whilst very personal, simply take too long to be read in this digital age. Handling rejection. Unfortunately, there will be times when the hiring manager prefers another candidate or you're not an exact match for what the company is looking for. How you handle this situation is critical. Ask for feedback, but note that not every company will provide it. Ask when it would be appropriate to reapply, and also propose if there are other jobs in the company that you might be a match for. Getting an offer. Ultimately, this is the situation you've been waiting for. Have the company give you the information verbally and in writing. Have them break down the base salary and ask how they arrived at that number. Are there any bonus or equity components? How often is compensation reviewed? Have them detail health and other company benefits. And when are they expecting you to start? It's okay to negotiate here. However, not every company will be flexible with their position. We've covered a lot of information today. To recap, we have talked about interview preparation, research techniques, phone and video screens, meeting people on site, handling rejection, and of course, getting an offer. Hi, I'm Ash from Intent Media, and I just told you about how to use the interview to get the job.